So we are going to discuss about financial plan, right? Now, what is this financial plan? If you actually look up to a business plan, right? Who prepares a business plan? An entrepreneur prepares a business plan, right? So this is a common business plan which an entrepreneur prepares, right? So a business plan is going to contain following things which you can see on the screen. And out of that, the one of the plans which is very crucial, which an entrepreneur prepares, is the financial plan, right? Now, why I am telling you that it is very crucial, because whenever and any person thinks of starting the business, then the first and the foremost thing that is going to come in his mind is that how am I going to arrange money? What is going to be the amount of money that I'll require if I want to start a new business, right? If I'm an entrepreneur, if I'm going to do a startup, kitne paise chahiye mujhe? Then I will be able to understand that mujhe itne paise hai, to I'm going to start the business. So guys, what is a financial plan? First thing, if the question is asked in your university exam that what is a financial plan, then the financial plan is a projection of financial data about the potential investment commitment needed for the new venture and economic feasibility of the enterprise. Every word has a meaning. A projection of financial data. See, in a plan, you are going to apply some techniques and you are going to project that how much finance will be required for the next year or for the next 3 years, on the basis of which you will start and run your business. It is a projection of पोटेंशियल इन्वेस्टमेंट. आपको अगर बिजनेस स्टार्ट करना है, रन करना है, तो आपको किस पैसों का इन्वेस्टमेंट भी तो चाहिए. यू वांट सम पीपल टू run the business, to invest into your business, then only you will have enough funds to run the business, right? And with that funds, that money, you will run the new venture, and that will bring the economic feasibility, or rather I would say economic stability into your enterprise. So financial plan is a very crucial plan. An entrepreneur takes a lot of time to prepare a financial plan, because if anything goes wrong, then your all your calculations of money for the next year or next 2 to 3 years will go wrong, and you will fall short of money, and your business will go through problems. So now this financial plan is going to give us the clear picture of how much funds are required. कितने पैसों की जरूरत है? Where will the funds come from? कहां से आएंगे पैसे? बैंक से लोन लेंगे, या फिर रिलेटिव से उधार लेंगे, फ्रेंड से उधार लेंगे, और जब पैसा आएगा तो उनको चुका देंगे, या फिर जो मेरी पुरानी सेविंग्स है उन सबको तोड़ देंगे. विच एवर सेविंग्स आई हैव, फ्यूचर सेविंग्स, will I actually put my savings all into my business? How am I going to actually get funds from? Where will the funds come from? These questions I can ask if I have prepared a proper financial plan. How are these funds disbursed from, right? Kitna cash ki zarurat padegi? See, money is there, but money and cash are totally different thing. How much actual cash will I require, and when will I require that much amount of cash? That is very important. What will be the financial well-being of the new venture? फाइनेंशियल वेलबींग मतलब कितना समर्थ होगा मेरा, पैसे मेरे पास कितने रहेंगे न्यू बिजनेस में, न्यू वेंचर जब मैं स्टार्ट कर रहा हूं तब. उसके लिए व्हाट विल आई हैव टू डू? आई विल हैव टू डू द रेवेन्यू फोरकास्ट. फोरकास्ट का क्या मतलब है? फोरकास्ट मींस with certain techniques you predict that what is going to happen in the future, And revenue forecast means you're going to predict that how much amount of money will I require in future, how much funds will I require in future. So from those predictions, you will be able to judge that, okay, this is going to be the financial position of my business in the future. So guys, this clearly indicates that preparing a financial plan is very, very crucial and very, very important. Now, why I'm saying this? Because either your venture, the new enterprise that you have started, its failure or success to a larger extent will remain dependent on your financial planning. अगर आपने सही से आपकी फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग नहीं करी है, तो फिर उसी के बेसिस पे आपको आगे जाके या तो सक्सेस मिलेगा या तो फेलियर मिलेगा. Hence, again, I'm repeating, it is very important for every entrepreneur to draw up a financial plan at the starting stage of his new venture or business. स्टार्टिंग में ही जब बिजनेस प्लान करोगे, उसी का एक पार्ट है फाइनेंशियल प्लान, और उसी को आपको इतने अच्छे से फाइनेंशियल प्लान बनाना है ताकि आगे जाके नो वन वांट्स फेलियर, राइट? एवरीवन वांट्स सक्सेस. So the success of your venture will depend on how much your financial planning you have done correctly. Moving ahead, guys. Now, see, financial plan is again very important. Maybe if the question is asked in your exam, your university exams, that why is financial planning important? Guys, am I audible to everyone? मेरी आवाज आ रही है? हाँ या ना?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I was again telling you that suppose if in your university exams the question is asked that why is financial plan important, then these are the answers. See, whenever you launch an idea of a business, सबसे पहली चीज तो दिमाग में यही आएगी, पैसे कहां से आएंगे, कितने पैसे आएंगे. The first and the foremost thing that comes in your mind is that how to avail the money, required money for my proposed venture or business, right? So obviously the only way is to do a nice financial planning. Finance is the lifeblood of the business, right? पैसों के बिना बिजनेस चलेगा ही नहीं. जैसे हमारे ब्लड के बिना हमारी बॉडी नहीं चलती है, विदाउट मनी, right, your business is not going to start. इन्वेस्टर्स को कैसे पता चलेगा दैट आपके बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए? इफ यू आर स्टार्टिंग अ न्यू वेंचर, हाउ विल द इन्वेस्टर्स अंडरस्टैंड? दे विल ओनली अंडरस्टैंड फ्रॉम योर फाइनेंशियल प्लान्स. They will only understand from the pro forma of the financial statements that you have prepared, right? Financial plan देख के ही तो वो आपके बिजनेस के अंदर इन्वेस्ट करना चाहेंगे, वरना उनको कैसे पता चलेगा? और आपका अगर बिजनेस प्लानिंग गलत है, if your business plan is wrong, you have not planned nicely, then they won't invest. So this is also one of the reason to prepare a financial plan. A good financial plan will attract investors to invest into your business. It gives an investor an idea about your financial obligations. आप आपने कैसे प्लान किया अपना फाइनेंस? कैसे, अगर आपको अचानक से पैसों की जरूरत पड़ी तो आप कहां से लाओगे? आपके फाइनेंशियल ऑब्लिगेशंस क्या है? अगर आपके पास अचानक से प्रॉफिट आया तो भी आप वो कैसे इन्वेस्ट करोगे, राइट? सो all the financial obligations which you will be doing it, right, will be only explained via your financial plan to the investors. Okay, not just the investors, right? Even the government agencies will be looking up to you. If you are starting a venture, a very good venture, and within a year you are going to be a taxpayer also. So if you are a taxpayer, government agencies will also be looking up to your financial planning, right? So that is why financial plan is very, very important. It explains the entrepreneur how will he maintain its liquidity? Liquidity means flow of money, flow of cash in and out of your business. So financial plan will explain the entrepreneur, will explain how the entrepreneur will maintain its liquidity. Matlab, when will he pay his debts? When will he uh, use his profit? How will he use his profit on good return on investment? राइट मतलब अगर उसने कुछ किसी ने आपके अंदर इन्वेस्टमेंट किया है आपके बिजनेस में, देन if there are good returns on investment, then how will those good return on investment come? That will only be understood via the financial planning, right? So financial plan is very, very crucial. These points are explaining you how many months of financial plan you should prepare. Usually at least for 1 year you should prepare, but the financial plan will need 3 years of projected financial data to satisfy any outside investors. If you want your business, if you want to attract the investors towards your new venture or business, then next 3 years financial plan will give an indication whether the investors are happy with the financial planning or not. So basically you are forecasting the data, you are projecting the data for the next 3 years, and on basis of that projection only the investors will understand whether you have done the financial planning properly or not. Now guys, next topic in the financial plan is that what does a financial plan have in it? Financial plan में क्या क्या होना चाहिए, right? सो एक फाइनेंशियल प्लान के अंदर होंगे प्रोफोर्मा ऑफ इन्वेस्टमेंट डिसीजंस, प्रोफोर्मा फाइनेंसिंग डिसीजंस, प्रोफोर्मा इनकम स्टेटमेंट्स, प्रोफोर्मा कैश फ्लो, प्रोफोर्मा बैलेंस शीट, ब्रेक इवन एनालिसिस, इकोनॉमिक एंड सोशल वेरिएबल्स. तो एक फाइनेंशियल प्लान के अंदर ये सारे प्रोफोर्मास होने चाहिए. व्हाट इज प्रोफोर्मा? राइट, हमने इतना सारा प्रोफोर्मा प्रोफोर्मा बोल दिया, देन यू शुड ऑल्सो अंडरस्टैंड द मीनिंग ऑफ अ प्रोफोर्मा, राइट? सो गाइज, प्रोफोर्मा मीन्स अ डॉक्यूमेंट और अ प्रैक्टिस टू नो फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट. गाइज जस्ट अ सेकेंड. It is a document or practice to know financial status, right? मतलब proforma income statement means, guys, it is going to be a document of income statements जो आज हम बनाने वाले हैं. In this lecture itself I will make an income statement and show you that how an income statement is made, right? So it is going to be a document and it will let us know what is the financial status of a company, right? So again, proforma means putting together the finance, and that finance whether it is going in and out of the enterprise वो हमें पता चलेगा. That we will be able to understand from the proforma. So basically guys, the proforma is, just a second, the proforma is the projection or prediction that how much finance is going to flow in and out of the business. So if I read a pro forma income statement, I will clearly be able to understand that sales kitna hua tha, how much selling of the products was done, and kharche kitne hue the, how much expenses were there. So sales minus expenses, whatever is remaining is nothing but your income, right? So if I want to know how much is the income of the business, from the document of pro forma of income statement, I will be able to understand that, right? So this is called as the pro forma, and we are going to go through all the pro formas in the upcoming lectures. Today at least we are going to go to three of them, right? We will understand what is the pro forma investment decision, what is pro forma financing decisions, what is pro forma income statements. We will be able to understand today. Before moving to these pro forma, most important financial statements that we are going to study, the four important financial statements that we are going to study today and in the upcoming lectures are going to be balance sheet, income statement, cash flow statement, and profit and loss account. So for any entrepreneur, these four financial statements are very, very important. The balance sheet statement, the income statement, the cash flow statement, and the profit and loss account statement. Why? Because, like I said, investors will come to know your financial positions from these four statements. The government agencies, within a year, you are going to be a taxpayer, or maybe you would have taken loan from banks or government agencies. Then they should also know your financial position. The creditors, right? They also need the information about the companies. And for all of them, they are going to just refer your financial statements. And hence, financial statements which are listed below, they are very, very important for all the above people. And this is clearly going to show the financial position of your enterprise, the new venture that you have started. Now, what is pro forma investment decisions? This is a part of financial plan which will tell us how the enterprise's funds are invested in different assets. Guys, there are two terms, assets and liabilities. Assets means something which you have, not clearly just the money or cash, but like land, building, inventory. This is all cash. And liabilities means if you have to pay some money to other, that becomes a liability. So, the pro forma investment decision is a part of financial plan which will tell us how the enterprise's funds are invested. पैसा कितना एसेट में जमा हुआ है, राइट? वो हमें बताएगा, क्योंकि जितना ज्यादा पैसा एसेट्स में इन्वॉल्व है, वही तो बताएगा कि आपने कितना पैसा इन्वॉल्व किया है किसी बिल्डिंग में या कोई भी एसेट में, राइट? सो इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. How much investment is the entrepreneur going to do on these assets? ये जो मैं now I'm going to list down, these are the assets: the land and the building, the machinery and the plant, the installation cost of these machinery, plants, everything, margin of working capital, investment in short term assets like raw material, level of cash, right? So guys, pro forma investment decision is nothing but checking how much money is involved in these assets, understanding how much money is involved in these assets, right? I hope you understood what is pro forma investment decision. So guys, this is going to give us an idea about kitna finance zaruri hai, how much total amount of finance is required by the entrepreneur, that we can understand from pro forma investment decisions. Moving ahead, guys, out of the many of the components of financial plan, one of the component we have done it. Let's move to the another component, which is pro forma financing decisions. Now, the question arises, if I'm talking about financing decision, then the questions which I should ask while taking the decisions are, where will the entrepreneur get funds from? Where will the entrepreneur raise funds from? He might borrow it from someone else, borrow it from friends, borrow it from family members and return it back when he's able to return it. He might take a loan. He might take funds from government agencies, right? He might give up all his savings and invest the money and raise the funds. So there are many, many ways. But which is the probable best way? Which is the best financing decision? That is pro forma financing decisions, right? So the sources of the funds can be raised from the following ways. Whichever ways I told you, I would like to classify into two ways: the owner's funds and the borrowed funds, outsiders funds. खुद के सेविंग्स, खुद के पास जितना है उसमें से जमा करना, ओनर्स फंड, एंड purchasing it from outside, borrowers funds, right? So just a second, guys. This is the pro forma financing decisions. Now see, कभी कभी ज्यादा फंड का होना और कम फंड का होना भी बहुत ज्यादा दिक्कत लेके आ जाता है. लेस फंड्स और एक्सेस फंड्स both have the capacity to severely damage the financial fortune of a business. If you have less funds, means you are not having excess of money, you are not able to run your business. And you have excess funds, then you'll have to find out some ways to invest it, because you don't want to pay a lot of amount of tax, right? So both less funds or excess funds, both are going to damage the business. So your financing decisions should be such that you should know when to invest, when to keep amount of cash. Neither more funds should be with you, neither less funds should be with you, right? This is very important. Entrepreneur must make sure that there is a minimization in financial risk and maximum return on investment and profitability is there. आपका फाइनेंशियल रिस्क कम से कम होना चाहिए एंड आपको रिटर्न ऑन इन्वेस्टमेंट ज्यादा से ज्यादा मिलना चाहिए. दैट शुड बी द एम ऑफ द entrepreneur. So guys, this is the second component that we did it, which is pro forma financing decisions. Now we are going to go to the crucial component, which is pro forma income statement. Guys, are you all understanding what I said? Yes or no? For those who are listening, I'm telling them.
Sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
if you have any doubts in between, you can ask, right? Let us move to the very important and very crucial one, right? Which is pro forma income statement. Guys, being a mechanical engineer, you guys are mechanical engineers studying entrepreneurship. For you to prepare a financial plan, to prepare an income statement, if you have not understood properly, you won't be able to prepare it. So today we are going to prepare one income statement in front of you, and you will understand what is the meaning of income statement, or rather, how is it different from balance sheet. That we'll try to understand today. Let us take an example. Suppose you are going to start up a restaurant. You will have to make a list of expenses you need to incur. एक रेस्टोरेंट खोल रहे हो, क्या क्या खर्चे होंगे, राइट? वो जो आप पैसा कमाओगे और खर्चा होगा. सो जितना पैसा कमाओगे, that is, let me write down over here, whatever you will earn minus जितना खर्चा करोगे is nothing but your expense. The difference between these two is nothing but your income. And this income statement we want to prepare. Whatever you have earned minus whatever you have spent because of the expenses or costs, that is nothing but your income. And today we will prepare that and show you how much income a particular person in a particular example has had with him, right? So what does income statement reflect? It reflects a firm's revenues. it actually shows the firm's expenses, कितने खर्चे हैं, right? It will also show you कि कितना tax आप भर रहे हो, taxes associated with those expenses for a particular financial period. And for us, the financial period may be 1 year. And if you are preparing income statements for you're projecting it for the next 2 to 3 years, then your financial period will be the next 2 to 3 years. So income statement means calculation of profit from projected revenue minus projected costs and expenses. कितना पैसा कमाया है, how much you have earned, minus कितना खर्चा किया है, how much you have spent. That is nothing but your income. Guys, are you all able to understand? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So, how is balance sheet different from income statement? See, balance sheet is going from left to right, right? But income statement, we will go from top to down. And in the end, at the most downside position, you will be able to find out what is the income, right? But balance sheet, when we will prepare, I'll show you that we move from left to right to left, left to right, and then we do the calculations. So in next lecture, we will probably be doing the balance sheet. But in today's lecture, we want to actually take one example and we want to prepare a nice income statement. So let us move. Just a second. Just one small request. If you are not asking a question, why unnecessarily unmute yourself? If you are not going to show me your face, why unnecessarily keeping your camera on? So please, जब तक आपको क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछना है, अपने आप को प्लीज म्यूट रखो. एंड जब तक आपका चेहरा नहीं दिखाना है, तो प्लीज डोंट keep your video on also. Let us move ahead. Now see guys, income statement, we are preparing as an entrepreneur. I'm telling, we are going to prepare the pro forma of income statement as an entrepreneur because we need to analyze a company. We need to see what is going to be the items, right, that will be listed out in the income statement. कितने हम expenses दिखाने वाले हैं, कितने हम revenues यानी कि whatever earnings that we have earned वो दिखाने वाले in the income statement. So why those income items are listed in the income statement, that is also very important. Now see, if I am paying a tax, obviously if I am paying a tax, then guys, is the tax coming in the business or going out of the business? Guys, is the tax coming in the business or going out of the business? पैसा अंदर आएगा या बाहर जाएगा?
बाहर जाएगा.
बाहर जाएगा, right? It is going to go out of the business. So I have to show it into the income statement, right? Suppose I have sold, say, some items, manufacturing items, and I have earned 10,000 rupees. Will it come into the business? Money is coming into the business, or is it going out of the business? I have sold the items.
In the business.
Is the business, right? Obviously it is coming in the business. So what I'm trying to tell you is that guys, we are going to list out all those items which will give me an indication that either I have earned something or मैंने खर्चा किया है, I have done some expenses. Only those items I'm going to list out into the income statement. Right? So again, why those items are there in the income statement? Because only after addition or deduction of those items, I will be able to understand what is my clear-cut income. Right? What is the meaning of sales, revenue, profit? ये सारा income statement से ही पता चलेगा. Is the sales increasing? Does it mean that cash is also increasing? अगर guys, suppose मैंने, let me say, that some 50,000 rupees of business I have done, means I have sold items worth 50,000 rupees. क्या ऐसा है बिल्कुल उतना ही 50,000 का 50,000 पूरा कैश मुझे मिल जाएगा उसी इंस्टेंट पे? मिलेगा गाइस? Will I get full amount instantly?
No.
No.
No, sir.
No, I might get it after some time also, but yet I have done the business, then it should be listed somewhere in the income statement. So even if you have done a business of 50,000, initially you have received 40,000, 10,000 you are going to receive it later, but still you will have to show it somewhere into your income statement. So if I sell 10,000 items at price of say lakh rupees, will I get full 1 lakh rupees? No, I might get 50,000 now and 50,000 pending. Then how am I going to put into the income statement? That I need to understand. Even though I am going to get 50,000 later, but will I have to reflect full amount in the income statement regardless of whether you are getting full money or not? ये सारे questions हमें पता करने हैं, and that is why we are going to prepare one pro forma, a document of the income statement, right? So finally guys, again I'm telling you, income statement means whatever has happened into your business, whether you have gained something or whether you have lost something, all your gains and losses have to be mentioned into your 1 year's income statement. Let us start. So the diagram that you are seeing is a pro forma, a document of an income statement. जो भी आपका कंपनी का नाम है आपको वहां लिखना है इनकम स्टेटमेंट के नीचे, for which year you are doing it, right? That you have to do it. I am doing it for the year of 2008. Then I have listed over here 2008. The first item that is always there in the income statement is your sales revenue. Sales revenue means something which you have earned after selling. You have sold some products, and after selling the products, whichever amount you have received is what I'm writing over here in the income statement. So the first and the foremost items usually is your sales revenue in any income statement. I've just randomly chosen one item, one amount, which is 20,000 rupees, just to give an idea. I have chosen it. You can write down anything. This is just for your idea. Guys, did you understand what is the first and the foremost thing that I should mention in the income statement? Sales revenue. Now, next, after that, see guys, expenses. With whatever things I'm earning, I should show it positive amount. Whatever I'm spending, I'm doing an expense, I'm selling, right? The cost of selling, जो खर्चा हो रहा है, I'm going to show it negative. So this is the cost of goods sold. If it is an expense, खर्चा हो रहा है, then I'm writing down negative 12,000. Guys, all of you understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? So the second item is the cost of the good sold. It is an expense. Whenever in further upcoming things also, items which I'll list down, if it is going to be an expense, I'm going to show it negative. Moving ahead, guys. Now, I want to show the gross profit. Means before I deduct the additional expensive, right? I just want to do sales revenue minus the actual expense. That is my gross profit. So 27,000 minus 12,000, I'm getting it as 15,000. So the third thing which is listed in the third item which is listed in the income statement is your gross profit. It is something before you deduct the additional expense. Additional expense matlab kya? पानी का खर्चा, रेंट, राइट, ये सारे एडिशनल एक्सपेंसेस है, अभी मैं उनको नहीं यहां पे ऐड कर रहा हूं, अभी तो जो बेसिक एक्सपेंस है दैट ओनली आई हैव subtracted, and from the revenue minus that expense, when I'll do, I'm going to get a gross profit, despite telling you that don't unnecessarily mute yourself, you guys are doing it. Moving ahead, guys, now the third thing which I want to do, the fourth thing which I'll do is that now I'm going to see what are the additional expenses, extra खर्चे क्या है कंपनी में या मेरे बिजनेस में. जैसे दिन, हर दिन का जो मजदूर होते हैं उनको वेजेस देना, वेजेस मींस पर डे सैलरी विच आई एम गोइंग टू गिव टू द पीपल. यूटिलिटीज, पानी का खर्चा, लैंड का खर्चा, पानी, लैंड, वाटर, these are your utilities. Depreciation amount, right? Depreciation means any equipment is going to go through breakdown, it will go through some amount of, say, corrosion or failure in a long run. So what were those depreciation expenses? That insurance expense, these all are my additional expenses, right? So I found out that that is for a year, that expense is usually 5,000 rupees. And since it is an expense, again I'm telling you that I'm going to deduct it, right? Moving ahead, now next thing what I'll do is that I want to find out the operating income. Since I have found out what are the operating expenses, so what will I do? From the gross profit, right, I will deduct the operating expenses. So 15,000 minus 5,000, I found out my operating income to be 10,000. Operating income also means that it will not have the non-operating expenses. For example, if I'm paying interest on something, that is a non-operating expense, right? So I found out that kharcha hai, it is an expense. So again, I'm expressing it in terms of a negative sign, and that was, say, 900 rupees. So now I want to also deduct that non-operating income. So now the term or the item that I'm going to introduce is income before income tax. इनकम टैक्स भरने से पहले की जो रकम है वो, which is operating income, which is 10,000 rupees, minus the interest income, which is 900 rupees. So the amount comes out to be 9,100 rupees. This is the income before the income tax. Suppose मुझे 10% इनकम टैक्स लग रहा है, राइट? सपोज मुझे 10% इनकम टैक्स लग रहा है, सो वो इनकम टैक्स भी तो मुझे भरना पड़ेगा. 10% किसका? जो इनकम हुई है उसका. इनकम टैक्स में 10% किस पे लगेगा? वो इनकम टैक्स इनकम हुई है उस पे तो लगेगा. और मेरी इनकम कौन सी हुई थी? इनकम बिफोर द इनकम टैक्स. सो 10% ऑफ 9,100 rupees is 910 rupees. Guys, finally, I'm about to come to the income, the net income which I will get. And the net income is nothing but the subtraction of income before the income tax and income tax expense. उन दोनों का subtraction when I'll do the subtraction of these two terms, I'm going to get the net income, which is 8,190 rupees. So guys, this is the pro forma income statement. What does pro forma income statement tell me? How much is the money coming in the business? How much is the money going out of the business? How much is the money left after I deduct the expenses? How many are the operating expenses? कितना operating expenses का खर्चा है? How much is the non-operating expenses? कितना उसका खर्चा है? Finally, जो मैंने कमाया, what I have earned, from that when I'll reduce all the expenses, then I'm going to get the net income. मेरी इनकम क्या है वो मुझे उससे पता चलेगा. दैट इज नथिंग बट द इनकम स्टेटमेंट. 8B डिवीजन एंड 8E डिवीजन, उन दोनों की स्ट्रेंथ मिला के इट इज ऑलमोस्ट 100 स्टूडेंट्स. And see the dilemma, only 14 students are attending the lecture. And then when the lectures were not arranged, every day you were messaging, lecture क्यों नहीं हो रहे हैं, lecture क्यों नहीं हो रहे हैं. And अब जब lecture हो रहे हैं, half of them are sleeping at their homes, doing nothing, good for nothing. And then जब एग्जाम आएगी and when you will not be able to understand this pro forma income statement, pro forma balance sheet statement, I bet you बुक खोल के देख लो अपने मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग की, तुम्हें ये कहीं पे भी एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं मिलेगा. कहीं पे ये मिल भी जाएगा तो भी समझ में नहीं आएगा. ये जो एक्स्ट्रा चीजें लिखी है वो बुक्स में नहीं लिखी है. So I can't do anything about this, but what I'm trying to tell you is that if the lectures are arranged, then try to attend them. When they were not arranged, you were complaining why they were not arranged. So in future, don't complain. That's what I wanted to tell you. I have taken your attendance. Just let me complete. I have taken your attendance. Those who do not have any doubt, you all can leave. Thank you for attending my lecture. Yes, पूछो, क्या पूछना है?
सर यहाँ पे जो सेल करके जो हमने अर्न किया है.
Just a second. Your annotation is on. दिखाओ, मार्क करके दिखाओ, क्या बोल रहे हो तुम? कौन सा पॉइंट बोल रहे हो?
ये वाला सर.
वो 2008 is your month, year. It is a year. This is
अरे
a
जो
year.
सेल्स रेवेन्यू आया सर.
ये आया.
हाँ, सेल्स
27,000.
रेवेन्यू है. हाँ, वो एक्सपेंस से क्यों कम है इतना? एक्सपेंस तो ज्यादा हो रहा है सर.
ये एक्सपेंस नहीं है, ये मुझे पैसे जो कंपनी में आ रहे हैं ये है, और खर्चा मेरा कम हो रहा है. हाँ,
आज तो सर इसमें जो कंपनी में आ रहा है रेवेन्यू, वो खर्चे से कम है, पर लेकिन
खर्चा तो कम ही होगा ना. देखो, सोचो, अगर मैं 10,000 बॉटल्स बना के बेचने की बात कर रहा हूं, राइट, तो तुम अगर 10,000 बनाने में तुम्हें जितनी मेहनत पड़ी, उसमें तुम अपना खर्चा, तुम्हें जो सैलरीज देनी होगी, उन सब का खर्चा, वो सारा ऐड करोगे ना, तभी तो उसको उतनी इनकम पे बेचोगे. अच्छा, वो बेच के तुम्हें जो पैसे मिले ये है, बट बाकी के जो कॉस्ट है, जो खर्चे हुए उसमें बेचने के, जैसे ट्रांसपोर्टेशन कॉस्ट, इधर से उधर ले जाने का खर्चा, वो है ये सारा. समझ रहे हो? बट ये जो पैसे मैंने कमाए उसमें मैंने सारा एड अप कर दिया था. तुमने एक पेन बनाई, राइट, 5 रुपए की बनाई पेन, तो क्या उसको 5 रुपए में ही बेचोगे क्या? उसमें थोड़ा तो खुद की मेहनत और वो सब ऐड करोगे ना. वो ही दिखा रहा है. ओके,
ओके,
गुड क्वेश्चन. एनीवन एल्स यू वांट टू आस्क एनी क्वेश्चन अदर देन मिड सेम 2 होगी कि नहीं होगी, हमारा ऑफलाइन
सर एक क्वेश्चन था.
नहीं होगा? हाँ, बोलो बोलो.
सर आपने बोला कि प्रोफॉर्मा है, वो हमें प्रिपेयर करना, मतलब
आवाज
करके रखना
कट
पड़ेगा.
गई, आवाज कट गई, वापस बोलो.
सर प्रोफॉर्मा आपने बोला कि प्रिपेयर करना रहेगा, जो इन्वेस्टर होंगे उनको मतलब दिखाना रहेगा कि ये हमारा मनी इन्वेस्टमेंट है.
करेक्ट.
मनी नहीं है तब तो हम इन्वेस्टमेंट के लिए उसके पास जा रहे हैं.
Guys, this is the projected,
पे क्या दिखा है?
This is the projected income statement. प्रोजेक्शन का मतलब है सेल्स फोरकास्टिंग.
इन फ्यूचर हम कैसा करें?
हाँ, दिस इज द प्रोजेक्टेड इनकम स्टेटमेंट. अगर आप प्रोजेक्टेड इनकम स्टेटमेंट लोगों को नहीं दिखाओगे तो इन्वेस्टर्स को कैसे पता चलेगा दैट ओके दिस इज द अमाउंट ऑफ मनी which the entrepreneur is going to have with him. खर्चा और सब डिडक्ट करने के बाद उसके पास इतना पैसा बच रहा है, वो लोग कैसे जानेंगे अगर आप प्रोजेक्टेड इनकम स्टेटमेंट नहीं दिखाओगे तो, राइट? और पहले साल आप प्रोजेक्टेड इनकम स्टेटमेंट दिखाओगे, बट बाकी के सालों में तो आपने जो एक्चुअल इनकम स्टेटमेंट आपका जो अर्निंग और सेलिंग के बाद हो रहा है वो आप दिखाओगे. right? Yes, anyone else? Anyone else
तो
wants?
सर
बोलो.
हेलो,
हाँ बोलो.
तो सर जो हमें प्रोजेक्टेड इन्वेस्ट इनकम बतानी है, तो वो जो इन्वेस्टर को बतानी, वो उनसे ज्यादा ही लेनी है, ज्यादा ही बतानी है ना?
ऐसा नहीं है कि ज्यादा ही बतानी है, बट हाँ, आई वुड लाइक टू टेल यू इज दैट सी, इन्वेस्टर्स तो थोड़ा बहुत इन्वेस्ट करोगे, बट सिर्फ वही तो एक मीडियम नहीं है जहां से आपके पास पैसे आने वाला है, राइट? पैसे तो आप कई सोर्सेज से अरेंज करने वाले हो. आपने खुद की अपनी जमीन बेच दी है, राइट? अब जमीन बेचने के बाद आपने सपोज आपको मिले 15 लाख, आपने बैंक में जमा कर दिए 15 लाख, तो फिर सिर्फ 15 लाख से ही आपका बिजनेस चलेगा ऐसा नहीं है. आपको बाकी के 3-4 लाख एक्स्ट्रा रखने पड़ेंगे बैंक में, क्योंकि यू डोंट नो द अनसर्टेनिटी, यू डोंट नो द रिस्क, व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन आफ्टर सम टाइम. I have shown my expenses over here as 5,000 screen पे अगर तुम देख रहे हो तो, but I never know that 5,000 might go to 6,000 also, and it might go to 7,000 also. That's why I'm telling it is a projected it is a projected income statement, and investors are also smart that this is the projected income statement. There might be plus minus of the money which is shown over here. राइट? सो इन्वेस्टर्स को दिखाने के लिए ज्यादा दिखा के रखू इज नॉट द मोटो, राइट? द एंटरप्रेन्योर इज वेरी स्मार्ट, उसको पहले से ही पता है मुझे अपना फाइनेंशियल स्टेटस ऐसे रखना है, राइट? ज्यादा कैश भी नहीं होना चाहिए मेरे पास, कम कैश भी नहीं होना चाहिए, राइट? अब देखो, ज्यादा कैश मैंने यहाँ पे दिखाया, राइट? इन्वेस्टर्स ने ज्यादा वो कर दिया, मेरे बिजनेस के अंदर इन्वेस्ट कर दिया, दैट इज ऑल्सो नॉट अ गुड थिंग, right? So you have to as an entrepreneur you have to see the pros and cons of the funds. ज्यादा कैश नहीं, कम कैश नहीं, ज्यादा पैसा नहीं, कम पैसा नहीं, वो सारा कैलकुलेशन करने के लिए ही लोग पहले इनकम स्टेटमेंट बनाते हैं, बैलेंस शीट बनाते हैं, प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट बनाते हैं, कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट बनाते हैं. फॉर कैश आपको कैश फ्लो स्टेटमेंट देखना पड़ेगा, वो सारा हम आगे देखेंगे तो पता चलेगा तुमको, ठीक है?
ओके सर.
Yes, anyone else wants to ask any question? We are about to finish our lecture. 2 मिनट एक्स्ट्रा हो गई है, अगर तुम्हें और कुछ पूछना है तो पूछो.
सर अब मिड सेम 2 आएगी या सीधी जीटीयू आएगी?
मैंने बोला था ऐसे क्वेश्चंस मत पूछो. CC will only be able to answer. I don't know actually, but unless and until I know, 8 semester students only have 1 mid sem, right? Baki anything regarding mid semester exam submission, you will have to ask your class coordinator. Fine guys, I'm going to end the lecture over here. If you have any doubts regarding EPS to pucho, anything in EPS you want to ask, then tell me.
नो सर.
Fine, then I'm
ये पीपीटी शेयर कर देना ना ग्रुप में.
हाँ, fine. I'm actually going to send you after some time, not today itself. एक साथ I'm going to club it and I'll send you, because एक के बाद एक if I'll send, other faculties, other people will also get disturbed, and anyways you are not going to study today. So before exam I'll be sending it.
Okay.
Fine guys, I'm going to end